It was pretty good. I was impressed the way we did, the way we came out with a defensive focus. Everybody was tied in, locked in, and again, we got to continue that. That's something we've been harping on the last 2 or 3 weeks. And again, it's boring for us in practice, but we got to continue to do it.
Coach, knowing that Rudy hasn't even had a full practice with you, and there's probably no plays drawn up specifically for him, what do you think of him being able to get his own?
Again, he's a guy that can get his own shot. I mean, he's one of the best in the league at getting his own shot. And he really, what he does, he frees up DeMar, he frees up Kyle, he frees up everybody else around to get their shot. So they can't really just concentrate on DeMar now, and it opens them up. And I think you can see the alleys that it creates because he draws so much attention with the space. And I thought Amir and Aaron did a great job of spacing, giving DeMar and also Rudy space. Cal did an excellent job of finding them, running the show, making sure everybody was in the right place, and again, at the same time, attack. But again, it goes back to what Doug said. It goes back to our defense. Without our defense clicking the way it was, it allowed us to run, get out and run the lanes. And if anybody's seen a better dunk than that one that Terrence Ross had, I want to see it because that was a highlight reel right there. But again, our guys came in locked and loaded, ready to play defense.
The performance you're getting from Aaron Gray, you speak to his professionalism to be ready to do that?
He's been a true professional. Solid job on Blake Griffin. We switched him off on to Blake Griffin. Used his body, used his length, did a great job of that. He's one of our best screeners on the court. And then also Amir. He and Amir both, did a heck of a job together on their interior guys and that was what we were concerned about, is protecting the paint. I don't know how many paint points they had, but that was our main focus, and I thought Amir and Aaron did a heck of a job. And again, to speak to Aaron's professionalism, start out, not getting a lot of time because of JV and that type of thing, and so he stayed ready, and he's done a heck of a job these last couple of weeks.
What did you think of the Rudy at the 4 lineup?
Rudy at the 4? It was good. It was good. There's going to be matchups that we're going to be able to do that, to play that way with, and there's going to be other big monsters we're not going to be able to. So, but a lot of times it's going to give us that opportunity to play with him. And again, I like our small lineup. I think it gives us speed and quickness and athleticism to run the floor, space the floor. And I was concerned about it tonight, but they gave it to us when they put Lamar at the 4, so it gave us a good matchup.
When did you get the confidence that you knew that you could play Rudy for 30 minutes or over 30 minutes?
Because he's averaging, if you look at his minutes in Memphis, it's only been a couple of days since he's played. He's averaging 36, 38 minutes. He's a big minute guy. And so, these are small minutes for him, if you look at his minutes down in Memphis. So, and I knew.
After the cram session today.
Oh, yeah. But no, he's a big minute guy. He may not know exactly what we're doing on both ends of the floor, but he picked our zone offense up pretty good and pretty quick. Again, his basketball IQ is second to none. I mean, that's one of his gifts, is his ability to pick up stuff offensively and defensively. But again, that was a great effort. I commend everybody. And we welcome Rudy to our team. And again, and everybody's got to be ready. Doug said it. Every player on our roster has been very professional. And, when Andrea went down, Eddie and Amir were ready. So everybody's got to be ready to go at every minute. And that's something that I attribute to our team, is everyone has been professional, ready to go when their number's called, and stepped up and laced it up and was ready to go. John Lucas, I could go right down the list, was ready to go. I mean, and his role he's going to take a significant role as a backup point guard now, and he's got to be ready every night.
A bit of a strange game to try and get Jonas into. What did you make him?
He did a solid job. I mean, the guy's been off, 2 months, broken hand, a little timing off. It goes to show you can't trust the guy. He tries to give the guy a high five, and the guy takes the ball and goes for layup. Hey, you can't trust the guy. I tell the guys all the time, be suspicious. And he wasn't at that time, and he'll learn. He learned. But Karan's a competitor. He's a street fighter.
He came over and whispered.
Yeah, he's a street fighter. I had him. We won a championship, and he's your kind of guy you want to go in the foxhole with. And again, I don't suggest you do that what he did to JV, but again, he's a competitor.
Amir Bell,
Right.
What his efforts?
He's same Amir. I mean, he's a warrior. Whether it's cold, ankle, whatever it is, he fights through it and gives you everything he's got. And you know that each and every night when Amir walks on the floor. I love him. He's a warrior. And just got to talk to his free throw coach and make sure he knocks those free throws down.
For Kyle, 8 assists, 0 turnovers.
He did a heck of a job. Kyle has really played, and again, there's a fine line between, playing within yourself and going with his instincts. And he's trying to get everybody involved, and he's still got more he can do as far as attacking the basket and being an offensive player. But he's really trying to get everybody going, being a leader. And I was really happy and proud the way he ran the team tonight. He did a lot of it, talking to guys on the court, keeping everybody going, and being that leader we need him to be.
Does that become more of a better measuring tool than some of those offensive numbers now that he's in this role as a starting point guard?
No, he's been a leader. He's been a leader. Jose was a leader, and Cal's a leader. So both guys are leaders. Tonight, it's going to show now because he's the starting point guard. But he did a good job tonight, no turnovers, and that was a big thing with their team. They're number 1 or 2 in the league in creating turnovers. And that's one thing we went in the game, and our guys did a heck of a job of only having, 12 turnovers. And that was huge for us because they're turning people over left and right.
DeMar had another 7 assists tonight. That's, 3 games, I think, in the past week where he's went over.
As part of his growth, he's done a heck of a job, and I said that this morning. He's grown from that standpoint. Teams are trying to take him out, double teaming. He's reading his counters very well. If they're taking something away, they're giving you something else. They give you passing angles, and he's doing a good job of picking people apart. And again, that's the growth of DeMar from being a young player and going forward.
This morning he talked about the arrival with Rudy, helping him out just because people can't double him. He said it wouldn't beat him up as much. Obviously, very small sample size, but
it is. I mean, we still have ways to go, and those 2 guys will learn to play with each other. They're similar. Rudy's longer and taller, and so they're a lot alike, and they're going to take up a lot of the same territory. But spacing and those guys learning how to play with each other, where they are when we're out in the break or in half court, is going to be really important. And both guys are smart players. DeMar is growing. Rudy's a little bit more seasoned, I would say, from that standpoint. But they're going to be 2 big kingpins in what we do offensively and defensively.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.